What's up, Titans fans? It's your boy CD back again with another episode of TitanUp 2day. It's your post-game recap. I don't have much good to say, but I do need to say something, so no need to delay. Let's get right down to it. All right, Titans fans. As a fan of myself, a fan of football, I love my Titans, man. I've been watching you guys for a long time. Y'all do this to me at least once a year. I think it was 2011, 2012. The Indianapolis Colts were 0-13 going into week 14 or 15 to play us. 15 because it would have been a bye by that time. They were 0-13 is the time they didn't have Peyton Manning. Somehow they found a way to beat us to give them their first win. We had this history behind us where we let teams that shouldn't be involved in a football game with us stick around. Now, that said, playing up and down to our opposition, there are benefits. I will say that we played up to our opponents whenever we played the Patriots last year in the playoffs. We played up to our opponents whenever we played the Baltimore Ravens in the playoffs last year. Whenever we do play like we're supposed to play, we win games, and that's great. Today, what I just witnessed, that looked like the same team that drafted Marcus Mariota whenever we couldn't win the game. We had the number 2 overall pick. Defense, someone left in the comments, and I was a little bit upset. I was hurt, mostly because I thought that it might have been true. And they were talking about the Bengals possibly winning this game and that they think that they should win this game because our defense is who they are. Like they've shown us over 7 games, 6 games, hey, this is what we do. We don't really play defense. Third down, it's not really our down. We let people go ahead, convert. That's what we do. And then hopefully we'll get an interception or a fumble recovery at some point because we lead the league in turnover differential, and that's how we will win the game. We didn't get a turnover. Now, I will say that the referees, I don't want to blame. I'm not blaming this on the referees. I'll say that right now. I'm not blaming this on the referees, but there were definitely at least 3 significant plays in which the referees were nowhere to be found or were throwing flags on plays that should have been throwing flags. On that last interception by Jayon Brown, literally the referee comes out and says, pass interference. You don't have a number. You don't know who it was on, just pass interference on the Titans and take away the interception and give the Bengals back the ball. It literally was just that simple. Then they showed from all angles, all of our DBs. There's no penalty to be had, but yet the penalty stood anyways. Whenever it comes down to playing this game, you have 3 phases, right? Offense, special teams, defense. Our defense has been trash. We show these moments where they step up and do some big things. But other than that, if we don't get an interception or a fumble recovery, they're giving up every third down. It's like 3rd down and 10. Oh, that's nothing. I'm sure they can convert that. I will say too, big ups to the Bengals again. Not taking nothing away from the Bengals nation. You guys are trying to build something offensively. The wide receivers that you guys have are really nice. Minus AJ Brown or AJ Green. Seems like he's still nowhere. He's just not the same guy. But Boyd, that play, that pass on 3rd down, when Joe Burrow just threw it out right to, I don't even know how any human being has the reflexes to come around out of the break and the ball and still catch that ball to convert. Burrow, nice pass. Boyd, nice catch. There was another catch on the sideline early in the game on like a 3rd down and 10. It looked like Burrow's just throwing the ball out of bounds. T. Higgins comes down on the sideline. It seems like they were making all the plays. We didn't make any plays. And the plays that we did make, they ended up getting called back, but nonetheless. So my reaction to this ball game, offense, we're a top offense, statistically speaking and scoring speaking. They didn't show up until the 4th quarter whenever the game basically was pretty much over in garbage time. A.J. Brown, the first half, I think we had 1 target to him that he did not catch. In the third quarter, we started trying to force him the ball, which was not going to work. Big ups to Corey Davis, our number one wide receiver, showed out. He showed up. We just couldn't do it. I don't know another way. Adam Humphries going across the middle of the field. That was a crazy, crazy hit, man. I hope you get healthy ASAP. He got up and walked off the field. That was good. That's another penalty that literally they're in the booth talking about. They're like, hey, yeah, man, he hit him in the head, defensive wide receiver, neck and shoulder area. That should be a penalty. No penalty at all. That was a third down. We ended up having to punt after that play. But overall, the Titans now 5-2. The Colts did win their game against Detroit today. Congratulations to them. They're 5-2. We're currently tied in the division. Technically, we're in the lead because we have a 2-0 division record and ahead of the Colts. We got to play the Colts down the stretch here in the next few weeks. We'll play them 2 times in like the next 5 games, basically. We'll play them 2 times, obviously home and away. We got a lot of ball to play. This was the game. This was the game that you take what the NFL schedule gives you, and you just put it in the win column and keep going, because we had to play the Steelers, we had to play the Browns, we had to play the Ravens, some other big teams in the NFL that we have to play against. So whenever they give you the Bengals, you just win. You don't have to even blow them out. You just win so that we can put it in the win column, because there's so many other games that we could possibly lose. This game was not the game to lose. Looking at the sideline, it looked like they were just happy to be out there, just like, whatever. We came out, we had to fly to Cincinnati. COVID won't allow us to go out of our hotel, so we're just hanging out, and we're going to play a game, and I can't wait to get back to Nashville so I can have some hot chicken or something like that. It was just bad. It's just bad. No one was playing the game. There was no attitude, nothing out there. Other than Malcolm Butler, he seemed like he was playing with a little bit of sassiness, whatever. I can appreciate that. Everybody else, Jadeveon Clowney, his first sack of the season? No. Whenever he comes in there wide open, he can't tackle. This is a team, we just played a team that leads the league in sacks, that allows the most sacks in the NFL. We got 0 sacks. When we got to the quarterback, we couldn't find a way to pull him down. Joe Mixon, a top name in running back scenarios, like, this is the man. He's not playing. He's not playing. They still ran the ball on us. They still did whatever they wanted to on offense. They're talking about this like it's a high-powered offensive team. Joe Burrow, good job. Defense, we just looked trashy. Nobody came to play. Just looked bad. Just all the way around. Just looked bad. I will say, though, running game, somehow we still did well. My boy, 22, King Henry, ran for 100 yards. Good job on that. How about Devonta coming off like we just signed him for Foreman coming off. He's been out for a year. He played like he's got. I like the fact that he is backing us up. I think that we got a good running back. We snuck and stole a good running back as a backup behind Henry, and also obviously having McNichols there doing things. I think that we have some potential moving forward. This game is one of those games that you would say, I don't know, and just ball paper, throw it in the trash, and then just move on to next week, because I don't even know if there's any diagnosing of this game. That being said, I will diagnose this game and give you guys a thorough recap of this trash game that we just put together and put on national TV for the world to see. I will let you guys know what this is tomorrow, all right? And please join me in the recap. If you like this episode, which I don't even like this episode, if you like this episode, click the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Sorry if I'm coming off really harsh right now. I'm not happy, if you can imagine. I'm not happy right now about this outcome. We're now 5-2. The game is over with. We got an opportunity to move forward and become 6-2 next week. If you like it, like it. If you subscribe, please. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the episode or subscribe to the channel, please. ASAP, I appreciate you guys. Click the notifications bell if you haven't clicked the notifications bell just yet. Get notified next time I upload the next episode of TitanUp Today. And I have a question for you, and it's hard to even ask, but I ask that question anyways. Why tighten up tomorrow when you could tighten up today?